Good morning, welcome to Spicer Group. I'm Brady Harrington, I'm the Central Region Vice President.
Good morning, I'm John Bradley. I'm the Central Region Regional Manager for Drinking Water and Wastewater.
Morning, I'm Dennis Lowney with Spicer Group, Public Affairs Representative.
Spicer Group is a full-service engineering and planning surveying group. We do all kinds of municipal projects such as water mains, sanitary sewer, storm drainage, roads, bridges, planning, parks.
We also deal with construction services, so we go from designing to implementation in the field. We have our construction services group go out and inspect and ensure that that design is being installed properly and appropriately for safety, public safety. Brady mentioned that we had planning services. It's for community planning services. We do parks and recs plans, master plans, all the public spaces you see out, splash pads or any of those forward-facing things in your community that are for kids or adults for recreation. We do those things.
Last year we celebrated 80 years of work through Spicer, our home offices in Saginaw. We built our business really on working with drain commissioners and helping to provide infrastructure throughout the state. In addition, one of our biggest clients is MDOT, Michigan Department of Transportation. We do a lot of survey work, design work for them, and we are active throughout the U.S. with our LiDAR services, which provides geopoints throughout. We also have a robust geographic information system services where we can do different types of story mapping and other services. And I think that's the unique thing about Spicer is we've got civil engineering, we've got planning, we've got I think 17 technical services we can offer, if I'm correct, and it really provides an array of services for our customers and clients to approach us. And primarily our clients are municipal entities, but we work with developers and all sorts of other entities throughout Michigan and also are in Ohio and Georgia.
So Dennis mentioned drain commissioners, and that being what Spicer started out servicing. I started out as a client of Spicer Group. I am actually new to the team here. It started July 1st of 2025. My first experience with Spicer Group was back as Eaton County Drain Commissioner in 1997. And having worked with them for nearly 30 years as a client, they've become my go-to engineer.
Spicer Group has been incorporated since 1944. We are over 80 years old. We currently have 10 offices in the state of Michigan, 2 in the state of Ohio, and 2 in the state of Georgia to provide our full services. And we are looking to continue expansion and growth, which is why we are in this building right now in East Lansing. It came from the need of outgrowing our space in St. John's, which we still have active.
John mentioned St. John's. Saginaw was our original office. Our first satellite office was in St. John's. We've been in Clinton County now for 30 years.
One of the key growth factors in Spicer has always been working with clients and making sure they're satisfied, going above what they've asked for. And that in return has led to more business for us with opportunities. The clients continue to come back to us for more business because they see positive work, they see different avenues that we can approach them with, where all of a sudden we can say, hey, we do asset management, hey, we do recreation planning. We can offer an array of services that many other firms can't. And I think that makes us unique. And part of that is how we build our relationships with those clients throughout the state, because they trust us and they come back because of that trust.
At Spicer Group, we don't just want to build projects, we want to build relationships.
I can take this. So Spicer has been a Catalyst member since before Catalyst was Catalyst. It used to be Clinton County Economic Alliance pre-COVID, and then was reincorporated reinvigorated after the pandemic when the current Catalyst became Catalyst. So at least 10 to 15 years. Spicer has been part of the community.
Well, you know, one of the great things about Catalyst is it gives us, as we talked about earlier, those relationships. A lot of times the events, the activities that Catalyst has brings business leaders and community leaders together. And to be a part of that entity, we get to know them better. There's a familiarity with each other. And because of that, that leads to what we said before, relationships build trust. And they get to see our work, we get to talk about our work, we get to find out what their problems are. We try to help solve those problems and work with the community and business leaders. And that's why we really enjoyed being a part of Catalyst, because of their leadership that has led to these relationship building. Absolutely. You know, many of the goals of Catalyst is to drive the economy and look for economic opportunities to improve our communities. And we want to be there to help, and we want to be there to help provide infrastructure, to provide guidance, to provide our services where they can help. And that's where, again, we've seen Catalyst being such a great partner to be a part of.
So Catalyst provides a lot of opportunities for their members to get together and network, and I find that very beneficial for our business, particularly the annual business dinner, which they always bring in keynote speakers on various economic topics. In addition, Catalyst holds business roundtable meetings, again, where the membership group can get together and listen to the directors and the leadership group on upcoming initiatives or ongoing events that may be impacting our business dynamic. In addition, the director makes time during the course of the year to have one-on-one conversations with our business individually, independently, and just ask us the very basic question of how can Catalyst help you? What do we need to do to support you? And I think that's very important so that our voice can also be heard and that we can work together to find some of those commonalities. And to be fair, it helps Catalyst understand where they should be driving their time. And then they have the fun stuff. So they have the annual golf outing, which is usually held at, what's the golf course?
Woodside.
Thank you. Usually held just very close to the East Lansing office, which we're in right now at Woodside Golf Course, and it allows us to bring in additional potential members in the community so that they can see how we all interact and socialize.
And I would agree with John with regards to the business roundtable. That's really helpful to me. It gives a real opportunity for one-on-one conversations. It's a little less formal and a little more intimate than most of the rest of the meetings. So I've really found value in the business roundtables.
Well, and I'd say too, the annual dinner, I've enjoyed going to that the past few years. They've had quality keynote speakers to come in, talk about timely topics that are affecting the business community, and it's really been informational. But it also, again, gives you that opportunity to interact with other community and business leaders. Go ahead, Brady.
So as I said, I've been here since July of 2025. My first introduction to Catalyst was roughly a month after I started. About 2 weeks after that, their director popped into our office and it's, "Hey Brady, how you doing?" It's like he's known me for all my life. Just that community connection, that close connection, personal connection, and all of the opportunities to interact with business leaders around Clayton County. Again, as Dennis said, the question we always get is, what can Catalyst do for Spicer? And that's really valuable to us.
I would say the interactions that Catalyst has been able to provide, or opportunities that Catalyst has been able to provide us with connecting to local or state officials, government officials, municipalities in villages, townships, counties where we direct most of our business to has been very helpful, because there's different levels of the organization that we need to be able to, we being Spicer, need to be able to communicate with so we can understand its concerns, problems, and provide solutions. for those communities.
And let's be honest, Tim Fair, the executive director, makes Catalyst meetings fun. I mean, they're fun to go to. You get to know people. I mean, it's about building community, and Tim's doing a great job in leading this group towards that and bringing businesses and the rest of the community along.
Well, I guess I'd like to also say that Catalyst has been adding additional services into the portfolio as time has went on. Particularly, they hired a couple grant writers to assist community members and small businesses for those opportunities to help them with funding, from streetscape to facade to growing a business or what have you. Those services are something that are very important, and Catalyst members may not understand all of the opportunities that are available to them without having those grant writers available.
Do it. It's the right thing to do. If you want to have some fun, you want to meet business and community leaders, don't hesitate, jump in.
As Dennis said, Catalyst provides lots of different opportunities in lots of different ways for you to connect with community leaders. And it's been really valuable for me.
Business is about relationships and connections, and Catalyst provides that opportunity to make new connections. And so anytime you can grow that index of people, businesses, and opportunities, it's going to provide value.
That Catalyst can provide and has provided to us. We've been working with Maple Rapids, who has a bridge that is nearly to the point where it needs to be closed. Catalyst, with their grant writers, worked with the community and brought in the money to actually get that bridge replaced and get that bridge replaced in 2026 rather than 2030 or after it's been closed and there's no way in or out of town.
That bridge is a critical piece of infrastructure that the village owns and operates, and without the assistance from Catalyst and Spicer Group to persuade, discuss these type of monetary expenses necessary to complete the work with various district representatives at the local and state level, it would not have been possible.
You know, infrastructure is so important in what we do, and to be a part of that Maple Rapids project, we understood the need for it, but we also understood there wasn't funding for it. So trying to work together with business leaders, with government leaders, and to get the funding was essential. And you know, Catalyst helped bring everybody together and in that mission to get those dollars. And now we're going to see the results being fruitful. And you know, improving infrastructure throughout the state is so important, and the funding just isn't there. So this project was really like a nice award winner for us to see the success of getting dollars in to help this community out.